We are looking into yet another claim about The Simpsons predicting a big news event.
It claims to show a screenshot of a 2002 episode of The Simpsons. It shows Donald Trump touching a glowing orb with two Middle Eastern-looking men. Well, last month, President Trump did just that with the King of Saudi Arabia and the President of Egypt. So, did The Simpsons really predict the future?
In this video, we will explore an interesting claim. The Simpsons predicted the painting of King Charles. We know The Simpsons is famous for many reasons, but one thing that stands out is how they seem to predict future events. From technology advancements like smartwatches to big political moments, they have a track record of getting things eerily right. Today we will focus on one specific prediction. There's an episode where The Simpsons show a painting of King Charles, and many believe it looks a lot like a real painting that was recently unveiled. We'll take a closer look at that episode, compare the painting from the show to the real-life painting, and discuss how close the resemblance really is. Is it just a coincidence, or did The Simpsons do it again? Stick around to find out as we dive deep into this fascinating topic and see how fiction and reality intersect in surprising ways. The Simpsons have been on air for over 30 years, and during this time, they have made some predictions that turned out to be surprisingly accurate. Let's take a look at a few of their most famous predictions. One of the most talked about predictions is when The Simpsons seemed to predict Donald Trump becoming president of the United States. In a 2000 episode titled Bar to the Future, there's a scene where Lisa, now president, mentions inheriting a budget crisis from President Trump. Fast forward to 2016, and Donald Trump actually became president, leaving many fans stunned. Another interesting prediction is about smartwatches. In 1995 episode called Lisa's Wedding, there is a scene where a character uses a watch to make a phone call. This was long before smartwatches like Apple Watch existed, but today, making calls from your wrist is a reality. Autocorrect is another example. In a 1994 episode, Lisa on Ice, a character writes a note on a device that autocorrects beat up Martin to eat up Martha. This prediction came true, as we now deal with autocorrect fails every day on our smartphones and computers. These are just a few examples, but there are many more, from predicting the invention of video chat and the discovery of the Higgs boson particle to even getting the FIFA corruption scandal right. The Simpsons have made many predictions that later happened in real life. Now, let's dive into their latest so-called prediction involving the painting of King Charles. In this episode of The Simpsons, titled The Royal Rumble, we see a peculiar painting of King Charles. The episode centers around the Simpsons family taking a vacation to England. During their trip, they visit Buckingham Palace and other famous landmarks. While touring a grand art gallery, they came across a painting that looks exactly like King Charles. This painting is shown in the background of a scene where the family is commenting on the rich history and the art of England. The episode is filled with the usual humor and satire that The Simpsons are known for. Now, let's break down the specific scene where the painting appears. The family is walking through the gallery, and as they admire the paintings, the camera pans to a portrait that clearly resembles King Charles. Homer makes a funny remark about the royal family, while Lisa is fascinated by the art. The painting of King Charles is shown for a few seconds, enough for viewers to notice and recognize the resemblance. Here's the moment where the painting appears. Notice the details in the background, the ornate frame, the regal pose of King Charles, and the intricate details that make the painting look almost lifelike. This attention to detail is what makes the scene so interesting, and why many viewers believe it's another example of The Simpsons predicting the future. Some people have taken this prediction a step further and connected it to conspiracy theories involving the Illuminati. The Illuminati is a supposed secret society believed by some to control world events from behind the scenes. These theorists argue that The Simpsons creators are part of this secret society and that their predictions are actually subtle messages about future events. They believe the painting of King Charles in the episode is not a coincidence, but a deliberate hint about the future. Some call this predictive programming. The idea has gained traction among certain groups on the internet. They point to the many accurate predictions in The Simpsons as proof that the show is a part of a larger, more sinister plan. However, most fans and critics dismiss these theories as just that, theories without any real basis in fact. Fast forward to today, and this is the painting of King Charles that was recently revealed. The painting was unveiled in a grand ceremony attended by various dignitaries and members of the media. The artwork depicts King Charles in a regal pose, wearing traditional royal attire and exuding a sense of authority and grace. The painting has garnered a lot of attention, not just for its artistic value, but also for the striking resemblance it bears to a scene from a Simpsons episode aired years ago. The unveiling event was covered extensively by the media, with clips and images of the painting being shared widely. The painting itself is a masterpiece, capturing the essence of King Charles with remarkable detail and realism. The artist behind the painting spoke about the inspiration and effort that went into creating such a lifelike representation of the monarch. Now let's take a closer look at the painting from the Simpsons episode and compare it to the real-life painting of King Charles. Here are the side-by-side images for you to see. Notice the similarities, the colors, the style. It's almost uncanny. In the Simpsons episode, the painting shows King Charles in a similar pose, with similar attire and background elements. The resemblance between the two paintings has fueled speculation and debate among fans and conspiracy theorists alike. Some believe that this is yet another example of The Simpsons predicting the future with unremarkable accuracy. Some people link it to the idea that The Simpsons are part of the Illuminati. Those who support the idea that The Simpsons are part of the Illuminati point to various symbols and signs in the painting that they believe indicate a connection to the secret society. In the real-life painting of King Charles, some viewers claim to see subtle hints of Illuminati symbolism. For example, they point out certain geometric shapes in the background that resemble the all-seeing eye, a well-known symbol associated with the Illuminati. Additionally, the arrangement of certain objects and elements in the painting is said to form patterns that are reminiscent of Illuminati symbols. Conspiracy theorists argue that these hidden signs are not coincidental, but rather deliberate messages planted by the artist or those commissioning the artwork. In the Simpsons episode, the painting of King Charles is also scrutinized for similar reasons. Observers note the presence of symbols that they believe are linked to the Illuminati. For instance, they claim that the use of certain colors and the positioning of objects in the scene are consistent with Illuminati imagery. They also see when the photo is flipped upside down and a duplicate image is next to it that they see Baal or Baphomet. How did The Simpsons get it so right? Was it a lucky guess or something more? Over the years, The Simpsons have predicted many real-life events with uncanny accuracy. Some believe that this is not just luck or clever writing, but evidence of something more sinister. One popular theory is that The Simpsons are part of the Illuminati, a secret society said to control world events from behind the scenes. According to this theory, the show's creators have inside knowledge about future events and use the show to subtly reveal their plans to the public, also known as predictive programming. Some experts call these predictions mere coincidences. They argue that with over 30 years of episodes and thousands of storylines, it's only natural that some events from the show would eventually happen in real life. The Simpsons writers are known for their sharp observations and satirical take on current events, whatever it is in reality. May Allah help us and protect us from evil.